want it to connect. Okay. Great. Let's go. Alright. Okay. So this says we're live, but I'm not getting any picture. There we go. Okay. Now we're good. Now we're good. Great. Now we can come back over here. Perfect. Hi, Rifted. I'm doing some coloring pages today for my aunt and her kids, and they apparently are really big into, you know, unicorns and Pegasus and all those lovely, pretty things. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. My leg in Santa Fe, lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. Amarillo on my mind. These proportions are all kinds of wonky. It has been a while since I've had to draw any type of horse. I actually apply really little pressure. I don't know a whole lot about these types of tablets or whatever, but I do know that like I tend to apply a lot of pressure on my iPad, which is the generation before Apple Pencil. So it's just, you know, those little rubber tipped styluses that can be used on it. But for this, I actually don't apply a whole lot of pressure at all. I apply more pressure, honestly, with pencils. So like if I were to put full pressure on here, you can see how thick that line is compared to what I normally sketch with. And that's just because that, oh, I'm so used to drawing dogs. That is just because I use very, very little pressure. Passes like molasses in wintertime. That's all in mind. Paid by the hour and over by the minute. Boss just pushed me over the limit. Let's call him something. I think I'll just call it a day. Pour me something tall and strong. Make it a hurricane before I go insane. Only 12, but I don't care. Favorite type of music? Pop punk. Love me some Green Day. Love me some Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, all that good stuff. It's gonna take all afternoon and the night. No morning, I know there'll be hell to pay. But it's alright. Now make you off now. In over a year. That's not vacation's gonna start right here. Let the loans for me. You can tell him I just sailed away. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Dream place to visit. Where would I like to visit? That's a great question. Well, I've been to DC. I don't really know. When I was a kid, I always wanted to visit Tokyo, visit Japan, because I'm an unashamed anime fan. I'd also like to go and visit animation studios in South Korea, because, you know, they are making some beautiful, beautiful stuff. But I have always loved Texas, honestly. Texas is home, and it always will be. But I don't care. I don't care. 5 o'clock somewhere. Favorite time of the day? Honestly, that would have to be breakfast. Not just because it like hunger is a real thing for me, but also because it just breakfast is kind of always one of the best times to catch all of my family at the exact same time. My dad loves cooking breakfast foods. He's fantastic at it, and at breakfast there's always something for each of us that we all enjoy to eat. As you can imagine, with 4 younger siblings, we all have different things that we enjoy eating, and breakfast is the best place to overlap that. And everyone just kind of usually is able to take a minute and have breakfast and all be at the table without any of that obligatory feelings or anything that I know sometimes comes with dinner. Gave them a place where they could dance. If you want to see heaven, brother, here's your chance. And I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. With the sunshine, then he made the waters deep. He gave us moonlight for all the world to see. Everybody knows that the Lord works in mysterious ways. He took a rest, then on the very next day. God bless Texas with his own hands. Brought down angels from the promised land. He gave them a place where they could dance. If you want to see heaven, brother, here's your chance. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. Ooh, I should probably let Tumblr know that we're live. It would probably help these things. Bless Texas with his own hands, roll down angels. Give them a place where they could dance. If you wanna see heaven, brother, here's your chance. Been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. Been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. Y'all forgive me, but I am on a bit of a country kick today. Probably because I'm going to be drawing so many horses. I'm glad that y'all are using this as an opportunity to learn. I know it's not perfect, and clearly, you know, my style does tweak some things. I've always talked about how my limbs are super long and my necks are super long. But yeah, it's a great way to learn at least how to approach anatomy that you're not used to, you know? Rushing till life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in no hurry and don't know why. Can't be late. I'm leaving plenty of time, shaking hands with the clock. I can't stop. I'm on a roll and I'm ready to rock. Oh, I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I'm rushing till life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. It says I'm running behind, I better pick up my pace. It's a race and there ain't no room for someone in second place. I'm in a hurry to get things done. I rushing till life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I'm rushing till life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. In a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rushing till life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Rushing till life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Hi, Seijo. So to answer your question, Rifted, about the Soul Eater AU, how that story's going to work out, the answer is a little bit of both. And we are using the storyline as a basic thing, you know. There will be a villain, there will be, you know, a secret under the school, monastery, what have you. Thank you, Say. But for Soul Eater, if you've watched the anime, you'll recognize certain things. But our goal is to be able to create a cohesive story without you needing to have watched the anime. One of these days, I will make more content for it. We'll write it out. We'll do the thing. We have stuff planned. It's just Mel and I are both trying to finish up school. And then the entire world decided to lose its mind. And so just life's a little crazy right now, but that's okay. We'll survive. Hold on, my attention might be demanded by Miss Pebbles. Pebbles, do you want to go outside? All right, I'm back now, y'all. All right, sorry about that. So it used to be I could just let the door open and let Pebbles go do her thing. But now we have chickens, and because she's blind, she doesn't know what they are. Don't know if she would know what they are either which way. But we don't want her or them getting hurt because nobody knows how to behave. So she has to be supervised. If you're scared, don't show it, you might get out. The devil even knows you're there. If you're going through hell, keep on going, don't slow down. If you're scared, don't show it, you might get out, or the devil even knows you're there. You're going through hell, keep on going, don't light fire. Look right through it, you might get out, for the devil even knows you're there. Going through hell. Keep on going, don't slow down. If you're scared, don't show it, you might get out. Where the devil even knows you're there. Face that fire, walk right through it, you might get out. Devil even knows you're there. Can y'all tell it has been ages since I've heard these songs? There we go. Oh, this is on the wrong thing. There it is. Take her, she's all I've got. Please don't take her love away from me. Friend, don't take her, she's all I've got. Everything in life I'll ever need. Friend, don't take her, she's all I've got. Please don't take her love away from me. Friend, everything in life I'll ever need. Oh, yeah, so Chibi Lloyd is actually for an assignment. Technically, it is definitely based off of Lloyd's design. That is actually the quote-unquote player character for the game that I'm designing for my course. That if I ever do finish and get all the levels done, I will definitely share with you guys. It is so far away from being done. For anyone who understands this jargon, I just finished the game design document. So it is very, very far from being done. But once it is done, I would love to share it with y'all. Don't take her, she's all I've got. Please don't take her love away from me. I'm begging you, friend. Don't take her, she's all I've got. She's everything in life I'll ever need. Friend, don't take her, she's all I've got. My good friend, don't take her, she's all I've got. Yeah, I'm actually really excited about it. I have already been cautioned to watch how far I stretch myself on it, which is, you know, no news to anyone on here. But hopefully, I will at least be able to get a demo. Like, it's super thick. Hopefully, I'll be able to at least get a demo going to be able to show y'all one day. We haven't really decided yet. It's possible I'll be coding it in Scratch, which I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with Scratch, but that would make it so super easy for me to just put a link online and just tell y'all, you know, hey, go play my game, and just keep an eye out for what I do to fix it. Yeah, it would be amazing to be able to share a game with you guys. I think it'd be so much fun. But in order to do that, I have to make it first. Okay, so the reason behind the name of that playlist is because of something that Jay and I did, like, gosh, maybe last summer. It was a while back. And the thing is, you know, to anyone who didn't get didn't pick up on it today, I actually do really enjoy country music, specific songs at least. So we had a little fun headcanon going on that Zane actually really enjoys country music. And so I made a playlist for Zane enjoying country music. You gotta have a fiddle in the band. Here, Jim Jones. My heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stones. I don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. Don't rock the jukebox, play me a country song. Before you drop that quarter, keep one thing in mind. Got a heartbroken hillbilly standing here in line, and down and lonely since she left. I got that number, babe. Gotta make one request. Don't rock the jukebox, wanna hear some Jones. 'Cause my heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stones. I don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. Don't rock the jukebox, play me a country song. You know what's funny is we actually had Jay being the one that found out first too. That none of the other ones believed him. I got nothing against rock and roll when your heart's been broken. You need a song that's slow. Ain't nothing like a steel guitar. Memory. Are you playing that money? A song for me. Don't rock the jukebox. Wanna hear George Jones. My heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stones. They'll be like rockin' until baby's gone. Rock the jukebox. Give me a country song. Smiled down and smiled. Said we can't leave her behind. And I know you don't want her to go. Someday you'll change your mind. And Johnny said, mind me Johnson, tell me Thompson, take my best friend Bo. Take anybody that you want as long as she don't go. Any boy in the world. But he please don't take the girl. Same old Johnny, same sweet girl. 10 years down the road, he held her tight and kissed her lips in front of the picture show. Stranger came and pulled a gun, had her by the arm. Said as long as you do what I tell you to, there won't be any harm. And Johnny said, take my money, take my wallet, take the credit cards. Here's the watch that my grandpa gave me. Here's the keys to my car. Mister, give it a whirl. But please don't take the girl. Same old joy, same sweet girl. 5 years down the road, there's gonna be a little one, and she says it's time to go. Doctor said the baby's fine, but you'll have to leave, 'cause his mama's fading fast. And Johnny hit his knees, and there he prayed, take my heart you gave me, take the heart from my chest. I'll gladly take her place if you let me. Make this my last request. Let me out of this world. Lord, please don't take the girl. His daddy was taking him fishing. He was 8 years old. I'm gonna raise a holler. On my own summer, just trying to make $1. I'm on a date. I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Let me make sure I'm not missing y'all's comments. Sometimes it does not do. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. Comments should have been showing up on my phone. They weren't. They are showing up now. What I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Now, if I didn't know better, I'd say people are avoiding this because of the music. Let's see. I swear I've seen that prompt before. Have a vacation. I'm gonna take my troubles to the United Nations. Oh, no, there's something red light. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Oh man, honestly, I have been so busy with all the stuff going on, you know, between homework and work and opening up coloring page commissions, which has still been so wild. I haven't had time to think about extra EUs. I know that y'all have seen that I've written some snippets of stuff here and there, but I haven't really been able to sit down and dedicate time to doing other things. No, not for the summertime blues. Well, the teacher took it. I read what she wrote. Running on me. Yeah, I really try to deflect whenever that happens. I don't want to take credit for other people's stuff because hey, I'm just writing prompts. I'm not doing any type of I'm not the one coming up with some of these. The stuff that I do work on that is you know, quote unquote mine is the stuff that I work on with Mel. I love the prompts that you guys send me and I don't want y'all to stop. But I'm not gonna lie, Mel's my partner in crime. That's gonna be honestly what gets priority is the stuff that she gives me, and the stuff that we bring up together. But it does kind of it is frustrating whenever I'm credited with stuff that I didn't do because I totally will, you know, I totally will work with you. I totally will take credit for what I do. You know, I'm not going to just say, oh no, I didn't do that drawing. No, I'm going to take credit for my drawings. But I want credit given to the people who come up with these concepts. Afraid to take me by the hand. You want to. I think this is how love goes. Check yes or no. Love me, do you wanna be my friend? If This is how love goes. Check yes or no. Let's see. This should not be that hard to think of. Let me pull up the commission itself and then. The other thing is, of course, is that my brain's just not here today. It really is not. Who knows? There was her, remember when? Remember when? The time you once gone, that was changed. Every time in the pain. Remember when? Remember when? Sound of idle feet off the music. Remember when? Remember when? Remember when? I'm doing kind of a fantasy everything batch for my younger cousins. They're adorable and a total handful. Lover and more did she shine. Papa wasn't little, no just kind. Papa loved mama, but mama loved man. Mama's in the graveyard, Papa's in the pen. I'm glad you like the eye. I spent way too long drawing just eyes, like as doodles in class. And sometimes you can tell, sometimes you cannot. Was a good little boy, did she shine? Papa was a good one, but the jealous kind. Papa loved mama and mama loved man. Mama's in the graveyard, Papa's in the pen. I always draw mermaid hands so big because I'm used to drawing them with fins between the fingers, or like webbing. But I'm just drawing a simple mermaid for my cousins. She doesn't have fins. Well, it's alright. Some people don't want to chat, they just want to watch drawings. Deep blue need you eyes. Hi, Master Swag. What's up? You can tell that my brain is working real good today. I almost read your comment instead of, just saying hi. Need you eyes. Hold on, guys. I need to take a look at this email. I'll just you decide. Oh, I'm good. Just trying to figure out how to handle doing online courses. I think they'd be hard enough if they were stuff like, you know, English or history, you know. Those courses have always been really essay heavy in my experience. So it's just turning a thing in real easy. I'm taking programming courses that are difficult. Oh, whoops. See, I have always had an easier time with stuff like essays. Just because, I mean, I can type out 1,000 words in the span of an hour or so. I just need to get the right motivation going. And, you know, Impending Doom is great motivation. But with project-based things like programming, you can't just wait for motivation to hit. It takes a lot. So it's something I struggle with. Night, the light of a neon moon. Fun fact about the school that I went to. All of our slow songs, like at our dances and stuff, were always country songs. Neon Moon was a very popular one. Well, and the hard part about U.S. history is there's so much that goes on. And yes, you can technically do things linear, but I mean, there's just so much going on, you know? You have, quote unquote, the colonial era, and you can talk about the 13 colonies in New England, but you can't forget about New Amsterdam, which became New York, which was the Netherlands. You can't forget about the French coming to Louisiana. You can't forget about Spain coming to Mexico and Texas. There's just so much going on all at the same time, and it never stops. Because it's such a vast amount of space to cover in history, you know? Whenever I took US history, it was like, wow, this is a lot. And then I took world history, and it was almost like the same. You're just covering even more years. There's a lot that goes into US history. And then there's the expectation of like, what do you mean you don't know about this part of US history? 'Cause we were talking about cowboys? 'Cause I live in Texas? But the, aside from dates and like specific events happening, I like the people part of history. It is easy for me to write essays because of the social parts of history. But if you ask me to remember dates, I can't help you. I'm absolutely useless at dates. Neon moon. Actually, if you're having issues with US history, there's a fantastic YouTube series that John Green did about AP US history, which will teach you more than you will ever need to know for a generic US history course. And I would highly recommend looking up John Green's AP World History and AP US History courses. And in fact, I may be able to find y'all a link real quick to those. Let me check. And like I said, these are geared towards AP. These are geared towards AP courses, but they are absolutely fantastic. And here we go. Yeah, I'm going to put that link in the chat. If you go and you watch some of those videos, he does an amazing job of explaining things. Mama used to sing to me, taught me that sweet harmony. No worries, 'cause she never thought I'd ever really take it this far. Singing in the bars and chasing that neon rainbow, living that honky-tonk dream. Learn to be somebody. Chasing that neon rainbow, living that honky-tonk dream. And off we go, up Vickers in an old Dodge truck, headed down to Houston for a show on Saturday nights. This overhead is killing me. Lord, time I sing for free. And the crowd's into it, Lord, it makes this thing I'm doing seem right. Like chasing that neon rainbow, I'm living that honky-tonk dream. It's all I've ever wanted was to play this guitar and sing. Trying to be somebody, wanna be heard and seen. Chasing that neon rainbow, living that honky-tonk dream. He talks a bit fast in his videos, but I really recommend John Green's for just getting you an overview of things. And he does a really good job of explaining, in my opinion. He's engaging, the videos are just short enough to be interesting without being too short to cover the things he's trying to talk about. It's great. I wouldn't trade a minute, I wouldn't have it any other way. Show me to the stage, I'm chasing that neon rainbow, living that honky-tonk dream. All I've ever wanted is to play this guitar and sing. Trying to be somebody, I wanna be heard and seen. Chasing that neon rainbow, living that honky-tonk dream. The neon rainbow. Well, now we're... Oh! This is doing some more coloring book commissions. This particular one that I'm working on is for my cousins. They apparently really like fairies and magic right now. One was headed to vacation for higher education, and two of them were searching for lost souls. Driver never ever saw a stop sign, and 18-wheelers can't stop on a dime. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. Hello. When you leave this world behind you, it's what you leave behind you when you go. A home in 80 acres, faith and love of growing things in his young son's heart. That teacher left her wisdom in the lives of lots of children, and just to give them all a better start. That nature bird, can't you see the promised land? Laid that bloodstained Bible in that hooker's hand. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. Yes, it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. The glory that our preacher told us Sunday. bloodstained by the love for all of us to see. And bless the farmer and the teacher and the preacher. Gave this Bible to my mama, who read it to me. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, now I guess we know. Not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Set out on a narrow way many years ago, hoping I would find true love along the broken road. And I got lost a time or two, wiped my brow and kept pushing through. I couldn't see how every sign pointed straight to you. And every long lost dream led me to where you are. And others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true, that God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. Think about the years I spent just passing through. Like to have the time I lost and give it back to you. You just smile and take my hand. You've been there, you understand. And it's all part of a grander plan that is coming true. Every long lost dream led me to where you are. Others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true, that God bless the broken road, led me straight to you. I'm just rolling home into my lover's arms. This much I know is true, that God bless the broken road, led me straight to you. God bless the broken road, led me straight to you. watched him drink his pain away, a little at a time. But he never could get drunk enough to get her off his mind till the night. That bottle to his head and pulled the trigger. And finally drank away her memory. If it's short, this time it was bigger. Hold on, I think my dog needs help. Can y'all not try to kill each other for 5 seconds, please? Go lay down. La 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 la. Rumors bloom, but nobody knew how much she blamed herself. For years and years, she tried to hide the whiskey on her breath. She finally drank her pain away, a little at a time. But she never could get drunk enough to get him off their mind until the night. That bottle to her head and pulled the trigger. Finally drank away her memory. Life was short, this time it was bigger. And the strength she had to get up off her knees. Found her with her face down in the pillow, clinging to his picture with dear life. Around her next to him beneath the willow, while the angel sang a whiskey lullaby. La 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 la. Montgomery. New Year's Eve show. Last minute. Da da. Me by surprise. And it's good to see you. It's nice to know you care. Then the wind picked up and he was gone. Was he ever really there? It's midnight. Just hear that whippoorwill. It's ours, light up the purple sky. Feel that lonesome chill. 'Cause when the wind is right, you'll hear him sigh, smell whiskey in the air. Midnight in Montgomery, he's always singing there. I'm so lonely I could cry. It's midnight in Montgomery. Just hear that whippoorwill. Hear the stars light up the purple sky. Feel the lonesome chill. When the wind is right, you'll hear him sigh, smell whiskey in the air. Night in Montgomery, always singing there. It's always singing there. Hank's always singing there. You know, whenever I was a kid, I would draw horses all the time. Like, I know now I draw people all the time, but when I was a kid, horses all the time. Wrinkles, why are you crying? Rose, the thunder rolls. Every light is burning in a house across town. She's pacing by the telephone in her faded flannel gown, asking for a miracle. Hoping she's alright. Praying it's the weather that is heating up all night. The thunder rolls. The thunder rolls. Thunder rolls. Lightning strikes. Heart grows cold. The sleepless night. Thunder rolls. She's waiting by the window when he pulls into the drive. She rushes out to hold him, thankful he's alive. But all the wind and the rain, a strange new perfume blows, and the lightning flashes in her eyes, and he knows that she knows. And the thunder rolls. And the thunder rolls. strikes, I grows cold with sleepless nights and goes cold. Alright, after this song, I'll go back to our regularly used stuff and probably take a minute to let Wrinkles back in the house because he's crying. Oh, from San Antone, everything that I've got is just what I've got on. The sun is high in the Texas sky. I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo will be there. Took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe, lost my wife and a boyfriend somewhere along the way. Rain at Polly Gate. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up on San Antone. Everything that I've got is just what I've got on. I ain't rich, boy, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo's where I'll be. Alright, I'm going to take a minute and go let Wrinkles back in the house where he cries and is just that he belongs. And I'm going to switch the music. We'll be back in just a minute. Alright, come on. crowd full of angels and demons, looking out for the jingles and heathens. Nobody move and nobody gonna get hurt. Reach for the sky with your face in the dirt. Everybody's a star. Got my money and I'm feeling kinda low. Everybody got a scar. Ain't it funny how we're running out of hope? It's called Let the Lord Decide because there's like 200 songs on that playlist. Mud on my hands and my pockets. That's what you get, turning bullets into rockets. I'm a kid of a lowered education, the shooting star of a lowered expectation. Everybody is a star. Got my money and I'm feeling kinda low. Everybody got a star. Ain't it funny how we're running out of hope? The nice crowd of spectators, down the walls of the traitors, putting looks and I'm looking for a way back, burning books and a bulletproof backpack. Everybody is a star. Got my money and I'm feeling kinda low. Everybody's got a scar. Ain't it funny how we're running out of hope? Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Everybody's a star. Not feeling this one actually. Oh, right. Whoa. Like a listener for haters. I was a teenager. I am the neon visitor. My life's a mess and school is just for suckers. I don't wanna freak you out, but I cannot lie. I don't wanna freak you out, but I cannot lie. Who's holding the drugs? Who's holding the drugs? I don't wanna freak you out, but I cannot lie. I was a teenager, full of piss and vinegar. I lived like a prisoner for the was a teenager and the neon visitor. My summer sound school is just for suckers. Teenager, so like the sun vinegar. My life went like a prisoner or later. I was a teenager, and a neon visitor. My life's a mess and school is just for suckers. Alright, now to get on to copyrighted things. Yay! Oh, Joe, look at that. More copyright. Would you want to be here? What do you ever see here that doesn't make you feel worse than you do? And tell me, what's the use of feeling? Why would you want to employ her? Subjects that destroyed her. Why keep up this silly zoo? Oh, tell me, what's the use of feeling blue? An army has a use, it can go and fight a war. A sapphire has a use, she can tell you what it's for. An agate terrifies, a lapis terraforms. Where's their diamond when they need her blue? You got to be a leader too. Yes, of course we still love her, and we're always thinking of her. No, there's nothing we can do, so tell me, what's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling? Oh, and to be here with it all, drowning in all this regret. Wouldn't you rather forget her? Oh, won't it be grand to be rid of it all? Let's make a plan of attack. Start looking forward and stop looking back. No, yes, of course we still love her. We're always thinking of her. Don't you know I miss her too? Tell me, what's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling? Coca-Cola execution. Reason at your state of mind. All that you own that you cannot hide. Strategy, whoa, screaming at you. I can't see a thing in the video. I can't hear a sound on the radio. In stereo, in the static age. I can't see a thing in the video. I can't hear a sound on the radio. In stereo, in the static age. Hey, it's a static age. Well, this is how the West was won. Hey, it's a static age millennium. I feel like I definitely don't draw this style very often, and it is challenging. I think challenging is the right word for it. All I wanna do is I want to breathe. Batteries not included. What's the latest way that a man can die? Screaming hallelujah. Dog's early life. Don't wanna send, oh, screaming at you. I can't see a thing in the video. I can't hear a sound on the radio. In stereo, in the static age. I can't see a thing in the video. I can't hear a sound on the radio. In stereo, in the static age. I can't see a thing in the video. I can't hear a sound on the radio. In stereo, in the static age. Let's see. These are so different from the ponies that I grew up with. Mostly because, like, I didn't even grow up with the ponies that were out whenever I was a kid. I grew up with the stuff that my mom had grown up with in the 80s. Memories. Spinning up, slow it down. Spinning side by side, and when we're spinning at the speed of sound. You gotta know it's causing history to unfold. At the bitter end, we got nowhere to hide. And the time, the other side. Right the wrongs of yesterday, a better time than now. Decide, it's fight or flight. Growing up is such a blast, but just like ninja, oh so fast. And I'm flashing back to try to find the truth locked in the past. It's actually a lot better than I thought it was. Control everything. Nor fly. What better than now? In jungle. Hey, don't be upset or drag down any projects that you did in the past, you know? Like first off, I should never judge anyone for mashing stuff up because have you seen all the AUs and mashups that Mel and I have done? Second off, like I was saying earlier, MLP was definitely something that I grew up with. That's been something around since the 80s. And while there's this really unfortunate, weird ownership demand of a particular iteration of it, that doesn't change the fact that it actually was a really successful toy line and a really entertaining toy line for a lot of people. It wasn't just the new one that came out recently. It was the stuff, like I said, my mom grew up in the 80s whenever those first came out. I grew up with her old dolls. Like, my point is, imagination and mashup are the first things that lead to original stuff later. Taking a little bit of this and a little bit of that and mashing them together is how we get really, really cool stuff. I mean, you look at Ninjago. What if we mashed up the Chosen One trope with ninjas? And what if we tossed in elements? Everything is an amalgamation of 15 other things, you know? No. You guys would probably get so mad at me if you saw the songs that I was skipping right now. Hey, that's not a bad system, honestly. Let me see, who else did I have on here? Thought so. Now here all alone, I try to call your house, can't reach you on the phone. I gather up the nerve, I'm taking up my bag. It's more than you deserve, don't treat me like a drag. And right whenever I talk about wonky ownership, chess, I predict your moves. I think I know you better than you do. I'm sick of feeling cheap, cheated and abused. I'm sick of losing sleep, thinking about you. Dance Dance is such a good song. We'll see, it might come on, I don't know. It's still the Erase Arena. I just wanna run, hide it away, 'cause they're chasing me down. Just wanna run, throw it away, running 'cause they're finding me out. just wanna run, hide it away. Run because they're chasing me down. They're running me out. Hey, I'm gonna have to let you guys go. I've got a meeting with my professor, I think, here in a minute. Let me take a look at that email again. Okay. Never mind. We're good. I can deal with that later. Oh yeah, no, be prepared. The next like 4 drawings are gonna be MLP, simply because my baby cousins really enjoy it, and I figure half MLP, half, gosh, that's such a weird mouth, half MLP, half something, or the magic, and we'll be good. Granted, there is a certain bit of hilarity that comes with listening to Hellbent while drawing, you know, this. It's a weird spot to put wings, but that explains it. Then Hellbent, babe, Hellbent on making you love me too. Even though I know what I'm supposed to do, I don't give a damn. Hey man, my first like real drawings that I paid real attention to were definitely Sonic the Hedgehog, so no judgment here. When Hellbent, babe, since you know, babe, that's what shines. Wrong, make me strong. So all I need is you. That eye is in the wrong spot. Over dramatics. I'm too dumb for them, and I don't want to live for your sense. So goodbye. Dance, we're falling apart to have time. These are the lives we have to live. This is the way we know. Misery, love me. I want y'all to know I did not plan that. It just happened. Misery love me. All this moment, I always want you to think in the form of you, coming into man with me. Dance, dance, we're falling apart to have time. This is the way we know. Misery love me. Yeah, for this being the first time I'm drawing these guys like ever, this isn't bad. Honestly, I spent a lot of time learning to draw from sight. One of the biggest things that helps me is I don't actually think of it as, oh, I'm drawing Rainbow Dash, so I'm going to draw her leg now. No. You'll drive yourself crazy like that. What I think about it is in terms of lines and shapes. So that was just a really curvy line. And just see the shapes that make this up. You can tell from the underdrawings that, yes, they come together and they make this this character. But like if I hide this, well, that's just a bunch of circles. You know, circles and lines. That's what I work with. That will go a long way towards adapting to different styles, and it will be a lot easier to do it than if you're trying to think of like, you know, how does this style draw legs? Like eventually you will get to that point where you're like, how does this style draw legs? And be able to do stuff on your own in that style. It's just like learning your own style. But at first, thinking in terms of shapes, one, it's a good habit to get into for art, honestly, is thinking in terms of organic shapes. The other part is just, it takes away the headache, honestly. Thank y'all. I am really happy that, like, you know, people who like this show that aren't 5 are giving the, you know, approval stamp for this, because good lord, it has been so long since I've drawn anything like this. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Thank y'all. That really is like super awesome to hear. Because again, this is like the first time I'm ever drawing these, and new drawings, you know, are always intimidating. whenever I first started drawing the ninja, it was stupid intimidating because at the time I had only just searched it on Tumblr, and it was like, oh man, there's like a whole fan community on here. What if I, you know, what if there's some sort of fan rule that I didn't know about? And I was actually really hung up on that, which, you know, I tell you guys now, don't get hung up on those rules, because I know how easy it is to get hung up on those quote-unquote rules. Probably just not going to be happy with that leg. Drawing loose poses. Okay, so this actually ties back into the whole shapes thing. Give me just a minute to finish up her tail and her mark, and we will talk about that. You know, I think they changed her cutie mark. Okay. That is not bad, honestly. Alright, let me go ahead and save that real quick. You know, I think what really got everybody is not that it wasn't a good movie. I think what got everyone is that for whatever reason, whatever studio decision was made, there wasn't any real homage, I think, paid to what the show did. It completely AU'd everything. And I think a lot of fans were disappointed with that. Actually, you know what? That makes sense. They probably changed her design, or I'm misremembering, because I never watched the 2010 series. I just, like I said, I grew up with the 80s versions, because those are the DVDs and VHSs that we had, and those were the toys that I had. So, loose poses. Let's find a dynamic pose, shall we? So one of my favorite things to do is to either base poses off of, no. One of my favorite things to do is to base poses off of dancers or acrobats. So let's see. What would be really fun? Let's do Cole in a dance pose. So let's see. We've got plenty of stuff here. Let's play around. Let's see. What's a pose that really just jumps out at us? You know what? I actually really like this pose, so I'm just going to draw this. So this is going to be our reference image. So I'm going to put it back over here on my reference screen. And here's going to be how we get a fluid pose. So first off, what a lot of people tend to do, and what you should do, and not tend to do, you should do this, is draw a line of action. Looking at this, let's see, it looks like the legs are kind of going up like this. So our line of action, so to speak, is going to be like this, okay? All right, we've got our line of action. That basically is going to guide the pose, and it's going to be a lot more fluid than a typical person might be, okay? So now we're going to build the body through. And we're doing this in very loose stuff. We're not committing to anything. We're drawing over it. We're gonna move this over because I overguesstimated. And again, we're staying very loose with our stuff while following our line of action. And keep in mind, I am only using this that picture as a reference. So not necessarily for, you know, the exact pose, but definitely for just getting an idea of how this is going to work. I can't help it if I make a scene, stepping out in my hot pink limousine. I'm turning heads and I'm stopping traffic. When I close they scream, and when I choke they laugh. I've got a pair of eyes that they're getting lost in. They're hypnotized by my way of walking. I got them dazzled like a stage magician. When I and when I talk they listen well. Everybody needs a friend, and I've got you and you and you. So many I can't even name them. Can you blame me? I'm too famous to notice that I'm a star, coming into view as the world is turning. But you notice I've made it this far. Now everyone can see me burning. Now everyone can see me burning. Now everyone can see me burning. So now we have our pose, and you can kind of see, with or without the line of action, it follows a specific way. And that line of action and being very fluid with your motion, so not straight lines, but curved lines, that's going to help you get more of those dynamic poses. Because now what we can go in and do is we can go in and put the body over this loose pose. And now we can apply what we know with, you know, how muscles work and how the typical parts of the body work, you know. It's all about using building blocks to get there. That's why they're called building blocks. How that works is how that works. Thumb goes here. So you can see now we've got this really cool pose, And what we did was we started with a line of action. And what that did is sometimes your line of action will be the spine. Other times it's going to be just, you know, from the limbs. Where is all the direction going? That's our line of action. Is where is everything moving? So after we got that line of action done, we could come in and put in where we want the body to go. So we came in and we drew, you know, here's going to be our head so that we know where everything else goes. Here's our neck. So now we know where our shoulders go. Our spine goes right here. So that gives you an idea for your hips. This leg is pointing down with our line of action. This is coming up as the person jumps up. This hand is leading the action up. And this hand is dragging behind. From there, we went in and we built our body around that. And that's how you are going to get those fun poses, is build it piece by piece. Start with your line of action and go into it like that. I'm not going to lie, it's going to take a while to get used to this kind of thinking. It is really hard to go from, oh, that's a cool reference and I like the fabric and I like the way that the arms look, and go, you know, I'm going to adapt it for this pose like this. You know, we changed the pose. We only use that picture as a simple reference, but it is possible to do with work. One of the easiest things to do is to go over pictures and find the line of action. Look at people who, you know, let's pull up soccer player. So that's going to be a really easy line of action. Yeah, perfect. Hold on. It is not working with me. There we go. All right. So let's look at this soccer player, you know? So we've got this picture and we want to find the line of action of it. So if we look at her, her whole body is on a single line of action. Yes, her arms and her legs do their own specific thing, but she herself is on one specific line of action. And actually, I didn't even draw that right. It's coming up from this leg up to her head. So if we were to take that, let's make a new layer. Line of action. Great. Now we can just hide that, or not even hide. We can just lower the opacity to where it's almost gone. And we can actually look at it and be like, okay, so I want to draw a soccer player that's doing that same pose. And I want to make it a little bit more dynamic, but not super duper much. So again, we started off with this, and now we've got this body coming through. That's a very dynamic body. That's going to be how you learn to work with these lines of action and to work with how they go over the body. Find pictures of people actually going into an action. Even this person, their line of action It's very steady. It's not very fluid. But what they are is a simple straight line like that. So then we can build and go, you know, here's pelvis, here's limbs, more limbs. Boom, body. And it just all depends on using that line of action. Learn to use your lines of action, and those poses are going to look a lot more fluid and a lot more put together. It's not going to feel like your limbs are just gangling all over the place. It's not going to be immediate. It's going to take practice, but I mean, it's worth it, you know? You compare the stuff that I did even 2 years ago to stuff like this. I wasn't able to do stuff like this 2 years ago. Sure, I might have been trying and I might have been working, but it's constant improvement, and that's what makes art both really fun and really hard. No. I swear we're cycling through some of these again. And here's the thing, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did go straight into drawing people and faces at first. I did. Now, granted, now I can go in and be like, I feel like drawing a Kai face, so I'm gonna do the little things. Boom, Kai. You know? But it is much easier for me to go through and draw the little, you know, here's our head, here's where his eyes are gonna go. And it does take a little bit longer. But I 100% say, you know, better to do the job a little bit longer, take a little bit longer than to feel like you want to go back over it and feel frustrated with it. I sleep through the end of the world, bearing it in mind, 'cause I won't go down without a fight. Okay. I feel like the stream is so super laggy, even though I know that you guys are probably keeping up pretty well. But I'm not gonna lie, I am running a bit out of steam. We are reaching about that 2 hour 15-minute mark, so probably gonna end here in the next 30-45 minutes. Yeah, I can totally understand wanting to just go for it. Like I said, I'm 100% guilty of that. And whenever I was starting to do these coloring book commissions, I definitely did. But it is very important to take your time. Jimmy trembling, not from the cold. Something is familiar, like a dream I can reach but not quite hold. I can sense you there, like a dream I've always known. I'm arriving, and it feels like I am home. I have always been a fortress, gold secrets deep inside. You have secrets too, but you don't have to hide. Show yourself, I'm dying to meet you. Show yourself, it's your turn. Are you the one I've been looking for all of my life? Show yourself, ready to learn. I'm not so certain. All my life I've been torn. Am I here for a reason? Could it be the reason I was born? I have always been so different. Normal rules did not apply. Is this the day? Are you the way? I finally find out why. Show yourself, no longer trembling. Here I am, I've come so far. Are you the answer I've waited for all of my life? Oh, show yourself, see who you are. Come to me now, open your door. Don't make me wait one moment more. Come to me now, open your door. Don't make me wait one moment more. Honestly, I think that would be a really fun fandom thing to do. I am bound. Show yourself, let me into your power. Grow yourself into something new. All of my life, show yourself. Yeah, no, that sounds like it would be a ton of fun. Aw, thank y'all. This day would come. We knew it all along. How did it come so fast? This is our last night. When it's late and I'm trying not to sleep, 'cause I know when I wake we'll have to slip away. When the daylight comes, I'll have to go. But tonight I'm gonna hold you so close. In the daylight, we'll be on our own. You know, they used to really hurt my vocal cords, but not gonna lie, blasting it in my car and singing whenever I would come home, because it's a 30-minute drive home, so plenty of time to practice. Now it doesn't hurt my throat nearly as much. And the times that really bust my vocal cords is whenever I sing loudly, because projection is real. And I sing far louder than I need to. I never wanted to stop because I don't want to start all over. Start all over. I was afraid of the dark, but now it's all that I want. All that I want. All that I want. But tonight I'm gonna hold you so close. In the daylight we'll be on our own. But tonight I need to hold you so close. 'Cause in the daylight we'll be on our own. I keep accidentally knocking the table. Whoa, whoa. I think I F that up a little bit. Whoa. There we go. Do you guys actually? Okay, good. Tell you what, if somebody makes the post and tags me in it, I will definitely share that. My thing is just that I really don't have the time and energy to run an event like this and to, you know, sit down and make the post and all of that. But if it gets made, I will definitely share it. tell the story of your life. In the end, is my soul laid to rest what is left of my body? Or am I just a sham? Confession, but I ended it always with all. In the end, some musicals, for me, if I'm going to enjoy the musical, it does have to have an engaging story, and I have to like the music. So I really enjoy Sweeney Todd because, yes, and I really enjoy the music from there. That's a big factor for me. The Greatest Showman was fantastic because not only did it have music that I enjoyed, but it also had beautiful CGI right there in the beginning. And if you are able to use your lighting and you're able to use CGI well, man, I'm gonna watch that every day. And I admit I like Disney movies a lot, which a lot of those count as musicals. And again, they have fun music. So if it's music that I enjoy listening to, or at the very least singing along to, then yes, I'll like that musical. But it's not necessarily like, oh, I like or dislike the genre as a whole. It's more like I like or dislike specific things that fall into that genre. That was so much easier than Rainbow Dash. Okay, this one's my new favorite. She was way easier to draw. Who will tell the story of your life? Who will remember your last goodbye? Oh, I really hope this has not been putting it in the wrong spot. Okay, it doesn't look like it. Okay, good. We'll remember this last goodbye. Hey, say what y'all will, but I only have 2 more of these to draw, and then I'll be done with my coloring book commissions. No, wait, I still have some Easter ones to draw. I mean, do you want the mature answer or the go and screech about it to Mel answer? Because I definitely would complain about it to someone, probably Mel. But outside of that, like, I mean, everybody I work with knows that I like Ninjago and Legos. Like, it really is a running joke at work, like, oh, there goes Rena with her Lego Ninjas again. My entire class knows that I'm making a Ninjago video game because I had to present my concept to them as a whole. I will tell you, a lot of it does come from me going to a Jesus school. Not to say that, like, Jesus people don't do that, but whenever you show up to the Jesus school in your black combat boots, blasting punk music or whatever, it does kind of give you this buffer zone. But in all honesty, my first response would just be to ignore them. I've never been one to get into internet drama or really have much patience for it. So I just, the block button's there for an answer, or there for a reason. So I definitely would lean more on the block button. You know, I've been in servers before where, while people weren't being necessarily made fun of, if I felt someone was really being rude or really making the server a not fun place to be, like, I've left servers with no fanfare, no nothing. I'll keep in touch with specific people, of course, because I don't want to just sever a bunch of friendships like that. But I'm much more likely to remove myself from the situation. Now, if it were somebody, you know, someone in real life who's doing this and who's, you know, presumably making me miserable, that I'm not sure about. Never really ran into it. Again, my first instinct is to avoid, you know, ignore it, that type of thing. The other thing is that, you know, I'm a grown-ass adult. I'm 21. So I don't really care if somebody makes fun of me for liking what I do. And I'm of the age where, like, if someone is making fun of me, this is, kind of gets weird looks, like, why are you being a dick? I suppose if I were in high school, I've never shied away from the fact that I hated high school. And I'm not gonna lie, high school made me miserable. I had people make fun of me for stuff that I enjoyed then. I knew they would make fun of me for other things if they found out. So that one's a bit harder, honestly. I know you guys can't avoid people in school right now. I know it's hard. But that's why I really recommend the support system. I really recommend, you know, draw on your online friends, you know? Come to each other whenever you're feeling frustrated or whenever you're feeling really targeted, because these are going to be people who will build you up and who will support you. And if you have people around you that aren't doing that, if possible, I would pull back a little bit from that. A lot of what made me so cynical and honestly mean in high school was I was hanging around cynical and mean people. And getting out of that and getting to an environment where I was just completely starting to a new slate, that really helped me. And so just take stock of the people that you do willingly surround yourself with, that you do willingly listen to, and take stock of what it is that they're telling you. I know you can't get away from, you know, mean teachers. I know you can't get away from mean classmates because you're stuck in the same building with them for 8 hours a day. What you can do is kind of gather yourself some people who do build you up, who do, even if they don't quite get your pastimes. Like my parents don't do this. My parents don't watch Lego Ninjago. My dad thought the movie was funny, but he didn't watch the whole thing because it's Lego. Why would he do that? He's a grown-up. But they don't make fun of me for it. I have supportive parents, and for that I'm very happy. But it is a very hard thing to grapple with, and I know that. And that's why happy, supportive people who will listen to you ramble on, who will, you know, let you talk about your ninjas without making a big fuss or without making you feel lesser, those are the people you want to surround yourself with, because those are the people that you're going to stay in touch with for, you know, 4 years after high school. My best friend, she's always loved Steven Universe, and I watch the episodes and I enjoy the show, but it's really been her show that she enjoys. And she and I both are like, we fully support each other and love hearing the other talk about what happened in the show and the stuff that they like about the show. And that's a much better setup than being miserable in school because all you hear is frustration and anger. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna tell you it's because they're jealous that you're openly enjoying something. It's because they're probably encouraged to be mean. You know, we see stuff on TV. We're told stuff by our peers. We're told stuff by our parents, by the adults around us. We form opinions and we form thoughts about the world around us. That is why it's so important that the parts that you can control, the people that you do talk with whenever you don't have to talk to anyone. Make sure they're the people who will build you up, who will sympathize with you, and who will help you get through this. Because some things are unavoidable, and it's what you do with avoidable things that makes the difference there. All right. Let's get another drawing.
Hey, give me a listen. You corpses of cheer, beastles of you, who still got an ear.
I'll tell you a story, make a skeleton cry, of our own jubiliciously lovely corpse bride. They really just have little bean bodies, don't they? One of these days, whenever I finally get to draw the comic of Zane and Pix singing this, I will have achieved my life's work. Oh, he was being so extra during this song. Y'all have no idea. We actually have a script that involves him or Pixel, one of the two, dramatically draped over a piano. He and Pix actually trade off on singing the lyrics, and they are definitely dancing around, hamming it up on this scene. It's gonna be so much fun to draw whenever I finally get around to it. No. I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, and it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. Dreams are keeping me away. Oh, 100% Coco. I love Coco. She's so much better. A million dreams. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong. Say that you'll bring me along. The world you see. When I close my eyes, see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed. A million dreams are keeping me awake. Think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. The world we're gonna make. The world we're gonna make. Yeah, Coco's such a better mom. And really such a better character, honestly. I feel like with Misako, they definitely didn't think through her character very much, or at least it doesn't feel like they did, because they wrote themselves into a corner in season 1 and made Lloyd be off on his own with no real explanation as to why he was where he was. And it shows, honestly, with her writing. I don't like Coco, or I love Coco. I don't like Misako simply because that even if she was supposed to be a bad mom, even if it doesn't show her as an accepted part of everything in later seasons, she's not a good mom, and she's not a well-written character, honestly. She kind of feels more like a, oh, well, she wasn't here because that's thrown in right at the last second, and it doesn't feel well written. There's no, hey, what the frick? that goes on for longer than 2 seconds. And to me, if you're going to have a character like that, you know, take a moment and really explore, you know, are they going to be redeemed, or are they just going to be, you know, oh, hey Lloyd, it's your mom again, hide me. Pick one, because she's not written to be very sympathetic, and she doesn't act super sympathetic, in my opinion. She could have been. It could have been a very sympathetic situation. You know, you look at all this stuff with, like, you know, you just look at Jay. Like, everybody freaking loves Liber, because whenever, for whatever reason, whenever Liber gave up her baby ended up with the best parents in the series, except for Garmadad. Like, holy hot damn, her baby got set up well. And the thing is a character doesn't have to be sympathetic. You know, I think we can all agree that, I think we can all agree that Crux and Necronics aren't very sympathetic, but they are fun characters, and they really don't shy away from being bad characters. You know? They don't shy away from being villains. And even Pythor, like, there's no way Pythor is ever going to get redeemed. Scales at least got redeemed, because I think it was always pretty clear that he didn't really care about getting revenge or anything like that. He just wanted what was best for his people. And at the time, that was, you know, unleashing things. And he realized pretty quick that Pythor was being a bit of a Fruit Loop. Ray and Maya are good parents. I always tend to forget them in conversations like this, just because through no fault of their own, they weren't there for their kids. They wanted to be. I think it's very clear that they wanted to be, but they weren't. On the inside, the only thing I do is sit around and kill time. Put out the pilot light. Put out the light. Young enough not to know what to believe in. I'm actually really happy with how that turned out. I can do anything, I can do anything, yeah. I can do anything, I can do anything, I can do anything, I can do anything. Oh yeah, Dr. Julian was a good dad. I think the only complaint I have with that is I am curious as to why he never told me when about Echo. You know? Go. I just need one more. All right, last one. Let's go. Hey, brother, what you thinking? You got a record spinning, you feel the rhythm going. This ain't no time to lay low, your knees are bending your soul. It's time to get up and let go. Hey, brother, what you going? Get your body moving, hey, your body running. Hey, brother, what you thinking? That little sound is ringing. You don't know what they're missing. There's ain't no time to lay low. Your knees are bending, so it's time to get up and let go. Hey, brother, when you're ready, put down your drink, you're ready. I'll make it messy. Who you shaking, you know? Who has the right to say no? And it's ready, set, go. I guess a rock and roll round. Downtown body, you make it super hottie, let's go. Oh no. I have found a perfect end. You were made to make it hurt. Disappear into dirt. And remains to heaven's arms. Like the way you let me go. With the time to take my breath, I will end where I began. So, popping Tylenol like clockwork is not what I would recommend at all. What I would recommend is start taking breaks. It's not something that gets taught to self-taught artists because, you know, we don't think of our wrist as something that, you know, can get that kind of pain unless you're old. And that's not true. If you're not careful, you can get arthritis at a very young age because of all the stuff that we put our hands through. So number one thing is taking breaks. You know, I don't set a very good example on this channel because I am so used to not doing it. I'm still having to train myself to do it here. And drawing for 3 hours at a time really isn't the best thing that you can do for your hand. You really ought to be taking like a quick little 10-minute break every 20 to 30 minutes. You also need to be doing like little hand exercises for your wrists. You know, my little circles that I do whenever I start drawings, in addition to finding where the head goes, they also really help with loosening up your wrists. Because the thing is while I'm making all these lines and everything, I'm actually not doing a whole lot of variation in what movements I'm making my wrists do. So a whole bunch of just the same movements over and over, that's what's making your wrist hurt. And it's what will continue to make your wrist hurt. What you need to do is take breaks and do stretches. You can find simple stretches online to follow, and I would definitely recommend doing so before you end up not being able to draw for as long as you want to and having really bad shakes. My hand shakes a lot whenever it gets cold. That was my problem earlier before I really warmed up, was I was physically cold and my hand shakes. Yeah, drawing for 5 hours straight really is not good for your hand, and it's not good for your wrists at all. It will lead to some bad stuff. Whenever I first started getting wrist pain, I had finished up I had been doing a painting for 9 hours straight because it was due the next day, and I was gonna do it until it was done. And my wrist, I kid you not, hurt for 2 weeks afterwards. I couldn't do anything that wasn't for class because it physically hurt to do. And that's why now, I mean, I'm sure you guys see, I wear a brace every single time that I draw now. And And there's not really coming back from that because I have to do it. I have to do that for my wrist or else I'm going to develop something even worse. Take breaks. Do your stretches. Don't expect your wrist to be able to go for 5 hours straight because while your brain might be able to do that, your wrist really can't. Really, we should just be proud of me that I remember all these names despite having not done anything with My Little Pony in like, God, 10 years. And with that, that actually finishes out all but one of my coloring book commissions. Thanks, guys. We got through this together. And I have a meeting with my professor later today, so I'm going to go ahead and jump off. And I will see you guys next time.